check it out. You guys thought I forgot about the Accord? Nah, that's why I've got that there. We got some faces down there. This airlift management thing, I can't think right, remote. It's been hanging around for a while, just flip-flopping everywhere. So I thought, why not? Let's get something that's an OEM replacement, but a replacement bonus. Where this part and this part will become one. Let's go. Before we get into it, what we're gonna do today is gonna be possibly a little smelly. So, I mean, there's no better way of getting rid of that other than, you know, a Tree Frog air freshener brought to you by Import Crate. This thing is a Blue Squash Tree Frog Greenwell. Now, it's an air freshener and a deodorizer. See here is that this thing is massive, as in it's just huge. It's completely just mammoth, I guess. It's so big I couldn't even get it out. But I mean, look how big this is. Let's open it up and give it a smell test. This thing has some pretty industrial size tabs to hold this in. Peel one corner up right here, if I can do it. It's a little hard for me, at least. It's rough out here, but it does smell pretty amazing, almost like to the Blue Squash smell, because, well, it is Blue Squash, but a whole lot bigger, and it's also a deodorizer, which would help us with what we're doing today. Pretty cool, pretty neat little box. It's pretty gigantic. I mean, compared from the airlift manifold display, this thing is massive. But the only thing even more massive is the smell coming out from here. Now, massive in a good way. It smells like Blue Squash. I mean, it'll help make your work area smell a little bit better. Actually, a lot better. It's starting to smell a lot better. You should definitely check it out. But from my old videos, and even this one, Import Crate's always been there for me for this channel, so definitely go give them a shout out, a check out. Link's gonna be in the description below, and then right here you can use Sachin_works to save 20% off on this purchase and all your future purchases. Now let's get right back to it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, they double wrapped it. Triple wrapped it. But what we're looking for is, oh, never mind, we don't even have to open it up. It's already, oh, candy. There's one missing. There's one, okay. But I guess from the guys over at Wright Engineering, guys, 3D printed is a pretty cool part. Thank you. Definitely, Wright Engineering it's not a plug. It's just that they make this part. I really need this part. It's cool. It's just, I guess, let's just get right into it. So we have this right here, made by Wright Engineering. It's not a plug. It's because I actually wanted this, and I think it'd be a cool little thing. It's a 3D printed plastic piece that holds the airlift display in such a way where it just kind of slides in, kind of looks clean and sleek. The only things that are bugging me on this is the 3D printed marks on here. They're a little rough, but almost precise. Just need to sand all this down. So I've got 160 grit sandpaper. I'm just gonna scuff all this down until it's flat. So just got done sanding it. Just got scuffed up a little bit just for actually this cool thing that I'm gonna do with this, or we're gonna do with this, is we're gonna take this and lay this over on this. So let's get to it. Sanded off, wiped off. We have sponges, scissors to cut the carbon with, tape because I don't want the carbon to slide everywhere, more brushes, measuring cups, black primer, but yeah, don't need that, epoxy, And scuff pad, but we're not gonna do that right now. First things first is clean your work area off. And what I'm gonna do now is just put on some gloves just in case, because I don't want any of this kind of getting in my hands. And just so this doesn't move around, I'm gonna tape this off. Already taped off in the corners, just so I don't make a mess. And cut this up. That's why I have these cool new scissors. What is it cool? Just new, sharp. Since this is the same size that we need, sorry if people are walking by, I have to cut the garage a little bit open. This is exactly what we're going to use to lay this over with. Perfect. So got the carbon fiber cut out. Just made this right here because I didn't want any epoxy sitting on top of the table and don't want this flying around. So I'm gonna put this right over here. I know that this is measured out to what I need it to be. So sit right there. I'm gonna leave this right here along with the scissors right here. Now I'm gonna mix up some epoxy and lay it all on here so I can lay over the carbon. So this epoxy is 1:1, as in part of the instructions, I've got to use 1.5 ounces of part A and 1.5 ounces of part B. So I'm going to mix that up in this cup right over here, along with this stirring stick, mix it up completely, and use this foam brush to dab it all on here. And I'm going to wait till it gets sticky, but we'll get right to that. 1.5 ounces of this part A. It is sealed, so either say 1:1 or half and half. Since this is going to be a little smaller work area, I'm going to use 1 ounce and 1 ounce of A and B. We stir. There are some air bubbles in the epoxy. I was told to use some heat. So, gonna let it sit here for, well, for a bit, I guess. Gonna kind of let it get sticky a little bit, and then come right back to this. As this is hardening up, it's letting out a lot of heat. So put this away right there. If that's hardening up, that means this is hardening up, and it's about that time to put on another pair. So it means we can get our carbon fiber and just start slowly patting it down. Quick update, I know this looks a little messy over here with all this right here, but I just woke up, sanded everything back down to level it out. There were some low spots I didn't sand into the carbon, and I did another layer of epoxy over it. Used my torch just to pop some of the air bubbles when it's wet. And right now I'm letting it dry. It seems like it cures after a day, so this is all I can do currently at this moment.